Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm the Radicator, and in today's video we will talk about Elite Dangerous Odyssey, which is the next expansion of Elite Dangerous. Obviously it's coming up early next year, so they say, right? There can always be delays. And so in this video I want to talk about the eventual limitations of Elite Dangerous Odyssey. You know guys, I read the comments, I know what you guys are saying also on Discord. I read things every now and then, and one particular type of comment that really caught my attention was people talking about how possibly limited Elite Dangerous might be. And in this video I'm gonna give my opinion, and also I'm going to tell you why I tend to lean into thinking that this might not really be an issue or a concern. So here we go. Let me tell you why I think that way. But first, I'm going to start with also why I understand the people who do say that Elite Dangerous Odyssey does seem quite limited, and that's probably going to be with the lack of not content but some content. And let me tell you, here we're going to get straight to the point. It's going to be the lack of new assets made for the game. I'm talking about, for example, ground vehicles, ships, and especially weapons and suits. So they did say that there will be several types of suit. You will have an exploration suit, a combat suit, and as well as a survival suit, but these are basically going to be all the suits that you have. You're only going to have 3 types of suit, and you're gonna have to deal with it, right? There's going to be no, for example, you won't have 3 or 4 different types of combat suits and 5 different types of exploration suit. That's not the way it's going to be. The same goes with the different weapons. It's gonna be one type of weapon made by one specific manufacturer, and that's going to be it. So there's going to be one type of laser rifle, one type of plasma rifle, one type of bullet rifle, and that's going to be it. And I think that this really shows some limitations indeed from Frontier. Let's remember that they do not have millions, hundreds, they do have millions of dollars, but they do not have hundreds of millions of dollars to develop this project. And so maybe they had to cut some costs here by maybe bringing what I would say could be the bare minimum for this type of gameplay to be enjoyable at release date. And the same goes with ground vehicle as well. So far, with all the footage that we've seen of Elite Dangerous Odyssey, we have only seen the good old, it's not even good, right, but the old SRVs that we've had since 2015, and that was pretty much it. I think that this is also quite a shame, because Elite Dangerous could have been the perfect opportunity to bring in some brand new ground vehicles, you know, some assault vehicles, some tanks that could have helped players on foot. Instead, we are still getting once again that old SRV, and I think again from an immersion point of view, you know, humanity in the game has spread over hundreds, if not thousands, of different star systems. There are trillions of human beings in the galaxy in Elite Dangerous, and there's only one type of ground vehicle in that galaxy. That is a little bit weird in my opinion, and I can't understand why there hasn't been more ground vehicles than that SRV. So that's what I would think here the limitations would be. Now, however, I also don't think that's necessarily going to be a concern. You see, Elite Dangerous has always been limited in terms of its asset content. I'm not talking about content, all of the content of the game, just the assets of the game. I'm talking about the ships, for example, especially the ships. We don't have a lot of ships in Elite Dangerous, and when you go out there, you always see the same ships. You know, people are either flying an Anaconda or a Cobra or maybe an Asp Explorer, and that's basically it. And it doesn't prevent people from having an actual, you know, a good amount of fun when playing the game, simply because there are lots of things to do. And this is what I think here Frontier really focused on here. They're really trying to polish that FPS gameplay experience, the same type of gameplay that we have in space but on the ground, with actual working NPCs on foot, you know, defending those stations, assassination mission, just like we have on in space, but on foot. We are also going to have combat zones, which are the same that we have in space, but we're going to have them as well on foot. All of that with actual players or NPCs alike. And I think that this is where the excitement is going to be in Elite Dangerous. So that's why, yes, it's going to be limited again in terms of asset, but I also think that it is going to be very enjoyable and that people are going to do those missions over and over and over again, just like they do the same things in space, you know, trading, combat, over and over again. And that has been the case since actually 2014. So that's why, yes, I do understand when people say that Elite Dangerous Odyssey does feel limited. It certainly does in terms of asset, but I also think that the gameplay that's going to be brought with it is going to be sufficient to keep people going and enjoy the game overall. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. That was my little opinion here on Elite Dangerous Odyssey. I really enjoyed those dev diaries. I really don't know why we didn't have one in November. They need to bring more of those, right? We also need a release date, because we know the price. It's very expensive. It's about $30 to $40 pounds in on the Frontier website. It's basically the price of a full game, right? So it better be good. It better be good. We know that they've been working on this game for a long time. Yeah, I guess they need a return on investment, right? Anyway, guys, need to go. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time for more content. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.